Hello, everybody. What's going on? It's your boy Flavio. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into the channel. Today, we have a very awesome figure to review here, and I cannot wait to dig this guy out. Yes, we are taking a look at Commander Cody from episode 3 and possibly Clone Wars as well. He can go into your display for either one of those. He's very, very versatile. But yes, this is from Hot Toys, 1/6 scale figure. And yeah, I am so excited to check this guy out with you guys. So let's do it. All right, guys, and now taking a closer look at the art box for Commander Cody. It is just like all other Star Wars releases. You have the nice gray border contrasting with the black, and you have the portrait product photo right here on the front. I love how they have the Commander Cody head sculpt front and center here, even though it is a helmeted figure. Star Wars in a nice silver foil logo there. And then down below, you have this wraparound banner in bright orange and sunburnt color. It is MMS524 Commander Cody 1/6 scale collectible figure. And then you have a nice shot of him there and on the side as well. And as well on the side, it says Commander Cody. So yeah, without further ado, guys, let's pop this off. And once we do that, you guys are greeted with, again, some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful artwork. Check that out. I just wish sometimes they would put this artwork on the outside of the boxes, but I love the sleekness of the Star Wars boxes. And again, down below, Star Wars MMS 524 Commander Cody 1/6 scale collectible figure. And now when we pop this thing off, we are greeted with the figure inside. So yeah, guys, now let's take a closer look at everything that we get inside. All right, guys, now we're going to take a look at the accessories portion for Commander Cody, starting off with the jetpack here. It is done very, very nicely. I'm loving the sculpt. It looks very, very Star Wars sci-fi. And I wish I could take a ride with this jetpack. Not gonna lie, I would blast off into space. But the sculpt is done very, very dope. I love the washes that it has over it. There's kind of like a tinge to the white parts on it. Then you have this carbon scoring over the top. It's done very nicely, almost like if it was hit with asteroids or something in space. That metal would get scuffed up and react. And you have this thruster here kind of right in the middle, this barrel, done very nicely in this like bronze copper. It has a shine into the paint as well. You even have washes of grime and dirt inside those cracks there as well, even up top. And I love it even down below here. Very subtle, but it brings it all to life. And then for the back, it is done with a foam pad there so you don't scuff up the back of your Cody. Then you have 5 extra pairs of hands here, not including the 2 that you get on the figure, but the armor plates on the back of the hands are done very nicely as well. I'm loving the scoring on the back of these. They're different from one another, as to all the rest of the hands as well. So they're not like just printed on there. They're kind of all uniquely done there. So those are very cool. I wish we would have got like closed fist or more hands to go with this, but other than that, it's pretty cool hand gestures that he comes with. We got these pair of DC-17s. These blaster pistols are very, very nice. I love the sculpt of them. They're done in a gunmetal And I'm loving the dry brush of the silver over the top for certain parts of the gun here, like up top on the slide or down below here where it would be held on the edges. Just brings it a little bit more to life, but these are done very, very nicely. And then we have the DC-15S, and this is sculpted very beautifully. Once again, it is done in gunmetal here. They have a ton of dry brushing over the top of this sculpt. I love how it's like dry brushed more towards the back here, the handle, or where, you know, it'd be used more. It does have, you know, working moving parts, so I think that's very cool as well. I love the copper studs here and silver studs as well, just to bring it out. Makes it pop just a little bit more, and this is done very beautifully. I love it. I feel like I might have him holding this one rather than the big gun here. But then you have the DC-15A, and this is sick. This is huge. It's a huge blaster rifle. What is not to love from this? And once again, done beautifully in this gunmetal gray. Tons and tons of dry brushing over the top. Brings it just to life. The sculpt is done beautifully. You can see all the different parts on it, and even up here up front for the barrel, it's done in that kind of like copper, silver, and then purplish blue tinge to the barrel, almost to signify like you know, this metal has been heated multiple times. So that's cool. Very nice attention to detail. Small little minute things like that, I think, bring it all together. So I like that. And then last but not least, you get this swap out arm attachment for your Commander Cody, and he just pegs in right there at the bottom of the elbow, and he comes with a holo projector here for all of these holo projections that you get as well. And I really like this. It's very cool. They integrated the button cell batteries here for this, so it actually lights up. I can't get this opened here on camera, guys, but the batteries go right behind this plate. It's very seamless. You wouldn't even be able to tell, but it pops right off there. And you guys, communicator here on his armor. And then to go with that, you have these 4 different holograms, and these are done all nicely as well. You have Yoda here. They're done in this nice like translucent blue, and they have the ridge lines there, just like as seen in the movies and any Star Wars films. I think they bring these small pieces to life. It's very simple, but you can tell who they are. Here you have an airborne trooper. I thought that was really cool. This one looks pretty sick. He could be calling on them, you know, as well to help out with Order 66. You have Obi-Wan here. Very, very nicely. Again, you can tell exactly who they are in that translucent blue. And lastly, and probably the one that I will have displayed, you have Palpatine here. And why not, to perfectly go with this projector, have him pegged on there and talking to Cody and telling him to execute Order 66. Fantastic. I love the way that Hot Toys thinks. You know, straight out of the movie. This is probably how I would have him displayed. But yeah, not too much going on here with the accessories for Commander Cody, but you get a lot with the figure by the details. So let's take a look at the figure and see what he's about. All right, guys, I did forget to mention you do get this display base. Obviously, it is the sand base Star Wars one that we've seen so far with the Mandalorian. It is different here. It has more orangish and red tones to it compared to the other one. It has the footprints there. I personally am not a fan of the sand base, but it's an addition that we get with the piece, so cannot turn it down. I need a base for the figure somehow, but if we could just get it with the printed sand, I think it would suffice. It's got a metal nameplate up front, and it says Commander Cody there with Star Wars very, very beautifully, and I'm liking that. And it does come with a crotch grabber. All right, guys, and here he is, Commander Cody. He is looking amazing, guys. I don't know about you, but I knew that this was definitely a figure that I needed to have in the Star Wars collection for sure. He was just so important to the movies, well, to episode 3 mainly, but yeah, he just played a very, very pivotal role in that movie, so I just knew that I wanted to have a representation of him. Starting off at the bucket, guys, he's looking dope. It's one of the coolest designs that, you know, you see on a trooper, and I always loved his helmet look. I love that visor that you get there. You get this, I believe it's a flashlight over here. He has an antenna. I do have the range finder, and it does peg in here, which I don't know why I didn't do that here, but you guys will see that by the end of the video with the range finder on there. There's just so much detail here, guys. There's like, look at the washes there. There's a ton of chipping. There's carbon scoring. There's like tinges of yellowish green on the white. You just can't really tell the amount of detail that they have here on this figure, and it is caked throughout all these panels. He has, you know, big scores right over the front. I love how the orange of the suit itself, you know, isn't completely perfectly done. You have chips coming out of it. I do believe that, like I said, all the battle damage is printed on, and I know Hot Toys doesn't really do that, but for this release, I think they did that just to make sure that, you know, it was pretty matched all the way throughout each piece, and I'm okay with that, just because I think the detail that they put into this piece specifically was done rightfully so. But yeah, guys, he is just tons of battle damage all over. You got different pouches here for the belt. He has a undersuit as well, trooper undersuit, so that's pretty cool. It's nice and ribbed to the scale. I really like it. It's not, you know, it doesn't look out of place. It doesn't seem like the ribs are too wide for the body. It looks perfectly fine to me. But yeah, guys, this piece is so sick. I just want to get him into some poses for you guys and check him out. There's tons of washing here on the back into the crevices, if you guys can see that as well. Like, look at all that dirt caked up in there. This guy's definitely seen battle, even up along the edges, the high points of the armor, even on the back piece here, even on his pouch here on the back. You can see all the washing here up along the crevices. It's very, very nice, guys. Done very, very beautifully. and I cannot complain one bit with this figure. If you guys seen this in person, you guys would be like, this is sick. If you guys want to see what he looks like with the head sculpt on, there it is, guys. I just noticed as well, I left this out in the accessories part of the video. I don't know how I could leave this out. Guys, this is the Temuera Morrison head sculpt for Commander Cody. And if you guys ask me, on the body, this thing is done very, very nicely from all angles. I can tell that that is Temuera Morrison through and through. And I think Hot Toys did a very exceptional job here on the head sculpt. You got the skin tone, you have the skin texture in there as well, somewhat of a 5 o'clock shadow with stubble. The hair is sculpted very, very beautifully. And then you can see that kind of like glaze over the eyes there to signify that, you know, it's kind of, his eyes are wet. So I really like that. But yeah, the head sculpt is amazing, guys. You got the scarring there as well, done very beautifully. And I might be tempted to have him on display with this head sculpt, just because it's so good. You can't pass that up. So I apologize for leaving this out of the accessories segment, but yeah, this is the Temuera Morrison head sculpt, and it is done very, very nice. All right, guys, and now we are going to be taking a look at the articulation of Commander Cody. Starting off with the head sculpt, it's on a double ball peg at the base of the neck, so you can lean him forward to about there, going back to there, no restrictions, side to side, and he can even go forward to there and back as well. So not that many restrictions with the bucket on, and probably less with the head sculpt. The arms will go up to about there. Just be careful with your shoulder armor, and it will hinge up and down at the shoulder, butterfly joint forward and back. It is going to bend at the elbow to about there, so pretty much past 90. It's pretty good. I really like how this elbow armor piece, as you bend the figure, tucks right under there as well, very nicely. And for the hand, a regular 1/6 scale wrist joint. And the torso, you're not going to get too much, just because it's a completely armored figure. So if you kind of mess with them, you can kind of get a little crunch forward like so, not too much. And you can get more going back, I feel like. I like that a lot as well. And he can kind of pivot either side to side like that. And for the waist, you got a good bit of twist there. So just got to be careful with the shoulder. They kind of all like to ride up on each other, but you can kind of finagle them around and get things to work for you. Starting off with the legs as well, they will go up to about there. Nothing too substantial, but if you twist that thigh piece, you can get it to go up a lot further. So very nicely there. It will go back to about there, nothing crazy. And it'll go out to about there until it starts to get all tightened up. And you have a swivel at the upper thigh, a bend at the knee to about there. And then you have a regular ball joint for the foot. So yeah, guys, that was the articulation for Commander Cody. All right, guys, and thank you guys for watching. I know this video is kind of all over the place, but thank you for sticking with me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys like more videos like this, stay tuned on my channel. We will be doing more unboxings, more Star Wars coming up. Stay tuned. Don't want to tell you guys what my next video is, but you guys will have to guess, aka snips. But that's all I got for you guys, and thank you for watching. We'll catch you next time. Peace.